Cheers, I do buckaroos, and how the heck are you? We're back for another Saturday night cocktail video that did another spin on an old fashioned, maple old fashioned, if you will. So I adjust this real fast here. Oops, it's wrong button. All right, here when I do that. There we go. And now we're back in business. So yeah, uh, maple old fashioned. So again, I'm using the Whistle Pig maple syrup. Let me show you this bottle here. They've this is an older bottle, so they've kind of changed it up a little bit. I believe I bought this one back in March, if I remember correctly. But rather than use I chased the whiskey. I didn't use the Whistle Pig. I wanted this district made that I bought back in March, right around St. Patrick's Day, at a liquor store in Joplin, Missouri called Jugs Liquor. This one comes in at, if I can get my eyes to focus here, at 95 proof as a straight bourbon whiskey, grain to glass, from out of DC, straight bourbon whiskey. The first and finest straight bourbon whiskey distilled and bottled in our nation's capital. This one is very good. I really like it, but I am getting near the end. If there's another one, I probably ought to finish off. So anyway, I've got about 2.5 ounces of the whiskey. I've got about a half ounce of the Whistle Pig maple. I've got a few dashes of black walnut bitters. And let me give it a pour for you. Well, all right, that did not go the direction I wanted it to go. Ah, let's try it again. Here, let me get the rest of it in the glass here. Let me show you. There's actually, it's a little lighter color than the other one came out. Let me show that to you. Anyway, so let's give it a shot. Again, about 2.5 ounces of whiskey, about a half ounce of the maple, chilled. Oh yeah, that's good. I poured just a little bit of that whiskey to remind myself what that whiskey tasted like. Just a touch, not a lot. Just want a little bit in there. So some will insist that you should always use a rye for a Manhattan or even an old fashioned. I'm a fan of bourbon, but I do believe, for me, if you use a wheated bourbon in either cocktail, it's going to be too sweet. If you're using a bourbon in an old fashioned or Manhattan, you really need to use a traditional. Some like to use Buffalo Trace, and I think that for me, that's just too sweet. Wheated bourbons tend to be too sweet in that cocktail application. But then again, I'm saying that as someone that doesn't really appreciate or like a sweet drink. It seems like the younger generation uses the Buffalo Trace and other wheated bourbons because they want that sweeter. Oh yeah, that bourbon is just outstanding. Oh man, that's good. Yeah, I bought this back and I kind of went back and forth. I only bought it, in all honesty, I only bought it because I hadn't seen it in Springfield here. And I actually hadn't seen it before anywhere. So I thought, oh, what the hell, let's give it a shot. They had it on sale, so the price wasn't bad, especially for a 95 proof. And I'm a big fan of grain to glass, right? I'm a big fan of those products. So I wanted to give it a shot, and to be honest with you, it has been worth it. I do enjoy it. It is a bourbon that certainly can be drank neat, but it also lends itself well to cocktail applications. Oh god, that's gorgeous. I thought about doing a Manhattan because I do prefer the Manhattan overall, but I had the maple syrup. I think I'm gonna do one more old fashioned this evening. since I had the glass and the garnish and everything else, I figured, what the hell, let's make it into an old fashioned. But I got to be honest, from here on in, I'm probably going to go whiskey neat next video because I can only take so much sweetness. And so I can't do it anymore. Oh, did a couple videos earlier today before dinner. Wife was in the kitchen, so I said, "Oh, what the hell? I'm just gonna have a couple cocktails." I took a little pause for the cause, came back and did one with the beer. Then I was so bloated for her. I want to have one more cocktail, but then we're gonna probably just gonna switch back and might try another beer, but maybe not one quite so heavy, man. That would put a strain on the belly right there. I tell you what, that it's a good beer though. That I love that Bell's Too Hard. That thing is brilliant. But anyway, it does. It weighs on you, man. It weighs on you. Oh gosh, I do like that whiskey though. And I've been trying to finish off some bottles lately. I finally finished off my Dog Master earlier today. This one isn't going to get finished up today. There's just too much left. But um, I've been trying to finish a few off. I've got so many open. I don't want to open anything else till I get at least a couple more finished off. Well, that's not quite true. Actually, I don't want to open any more until I get near that Thanksgiving holiday. Usually, that Wednesday before, I pop one up as I'm prepping the Thanksgiving meal, but we'll see. I've got a few bottles that I don't have open, so I'm gonna try to hold off at least to that Thanksgiving, period. Anyway, I know I've got enough open, and that's gonna take me there. Hoping to take some time off. I missed. There was a lot going on last year, Black Friday. It seems like everybody does a Black Friday special, and they all seem to kind of compete with each other. I don't know if that's a great idea. I think a lot of these businesses, especially the smaller ones, would be better off to offer their specials not on Black Friday, because that's people on the Black Friday, they're going to they're going to what they know. People tend to be lemmings, right? I'm not a fan of the Bourbon County Wars. I'm not a fan. I don't think it hasn't been a great product in a lot of years, but people are like lemmings. They will line up early in the morning to whatever liquor store is doing their Black Friday, Bourbon County, whatever. Bourbon County used to be the best barrel aged beer on the market, but that was well over a decade ago now. But you still got these lemmings that will stand in line for a below average beer, and I just won't do it. But the problem is with a lot of the smaller breweries, a lot of the smaller breweries and other businesses that might be doing Black Friday deals is a lot of them are missing out because they just can't compete with that. The lemmings are going to go where they're going to go, and you can't control that. So I'm hoping some of the other craft breweries in town and distilleries, if you will unveil their products, whether it be a mug club or special beers, at a different time, so you don't have to hit 10 different spots on Black Friday. But there was a winery last year that did a Black Friday special that my wife and I like, Kiltoy up near Joplin. But it was we lost Shadow that weekend, so we didn't really want to go anywhere, so we didn't. But I'm hoping they do something this weekend or this Black Friday, so we can. I made sure I took the time off so we can get up there and get several bottles of wine. Now, I don't see myself ever giving up the Beer Whisperer moniker, but I have found myself enjoying wine more, especially over the last years. My wife has been enjoying some wine, so as we both kind of enjoy the products, and it's not just about that. It's a lot of it's just going to the different wineries and stuff. So that has been a lot of fun as well. But again, Beard Engine and brewery in Alba, Missouri, which isn't far from the Kiltoy Winery. They did a big thing last year as well. So I don't know. Again, I don't know either of them are doing anything this year or what they're doing, but I'm kind of hoping they are because I took off the time so I could do something just in case. Anyways, I digress. Oh, I mean, it's a nice cocktail. That's tasty, man. I don't care who you are. Yeah, this whiskey really is good. Let's finish up. Well, I just poured a tiny bit in there. So I could taste it in its purest form. Yeah, it is very good. I have enjoyed it. I bought some that liquor store had some Hyde Irish whiskey that I found rather impressive as well. And I've got 3 open bottles of that. Probably ought to get to, but part of me wants to try to hang on to them till St. Patrick's Day of next year. I doubt if they're going to last that long. To be honest with you, it may not be in their. It may not be the best use of the product to make it wait because once you get beyond so much of the bottle, you really ought to finish them off. That's kind of where I'm in with a lot of these products. I'm below that halfway mark, and I really ought to finish them off, like the piggyback I showed you earlier. I mean, I've got this much left in that. I really need to just end it, and I've got just a little bit more than that, or maybe a very similar amount in this district made. That I probably need to finish off. So I'm going to focus on these two, get them gone, and then we'll see what's next. I do have 1 bottle of Irish whiskey that I'm absolutely dying to open, but I'm trying to use some willpower. I'm really trying, man, trying to use some willpower and not open it till next St. Patrick's Day because it's the first cask strength Irish whiskey I've ever seen in my neck of the woods. So I was really excited. It was on sale. The price was just too insane to pass up. But I've been really, I'm dying to try it, but I've really been trying to use whatever restraint I have not to open it. So I'm gonna try to make it last till St. Patrick's Day, but it'll be lucky to make it through the holidays, right? If it gets through Thanksgiving, and I don't know if it's gonna last till Christmas or New Year's. I'm just, like I said, I'm just, oh man, I want to try it so bad. So because I haven't seen it in my neck of the woods. I actually picked it up in Weston, Missouri, but I haven't seen it at all anywhere close to Springfield here, other than Weston, Missouri, which is about 4 hours from here. And it was on sale there and being clearanced out. So I don't know if I'm ever going to see it again because it was like regularly, I don't know, 70, I think it was 69. And I picked it up for like 46 for a castrate, uh, Iris. So I'm very excited to try that one. But like I said, I'm trying to use some restraint and weights. Oh, ah. Mercy. So I'm kind of feeling it now. I'm trying to let myself let down after being on this long stretch. I haven't been able to really relax because I knew I had to work the next day at one job or the other. Right? So now I'm there. Okay, now I can take a breath. I only got the one day off, the one full day off is tomorrow, but I can relax now knowing that okay, I can relax and have tomorrow off to take her easy, and then we start all over again. My main gig takes off all the major holidays. My secondary gig doesn't, but I don't really mind so much because I'm off during the big one. But I did want to take Black Friday off so my wife and I could do something because we don't really take advantage of the traditional Black Friday stuff like others do. I'm not going to wait in line at Walmart or any of that nonsense. Yeah, I'm going to go to one. Yeah, got a winery and a brewery that I really like to hit if they do something this year. So we missed it last year. Ah. Anyways, anyways, I digress. As we get about to wrapping this one up, I'll try to get clever with the next video. See, sometimes I do these long 45-minute to an hour videos, and have several, but today I'm having one, taking a little break, having one, taking a little break. anyways, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. All right, good guys, Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.